Finally, let's create pivot chart. A pivot chart is a chart that's connected to your pivot table. So let's start by a simple pivot table, revenue by region. To create a pivot chart, first click anywhere inside your pivot table, then go to Pivot Table Analyze tab, and here you can find pivot chart. Or another way is to go to Insert and then go to this chart. So over here, I can just choose any chart that I want to put in and it will be a pivot chart. All right, since this is revenue by region, so let's create a column chart. So here I'll just choose a 2D column. And now I got the revenue by each region. And this pivot chart is connected to the pivot table. So anything that I do in the pivot table or in the pivot chart, they will affect each other. So for example, if I remove this region, so both of the pivot chart and the pivot table have got the region removed. Right, so let me add back in. And since we've got the revenue by region, let's also take a look at the quantity by region. But I do not want to create another pivot chart because I want to look at the revenue and the quantity in the same chart. So what I can do here is to just drag in the quantity to the values area. Alright, so here the pivot table look like the sum of revenue and also the sum of quantity. But in the pivot chart, you can see that the values there are two as well. So sum of revenue and sum of quantity. But I can't really see the quantity, which is the orange column, because the scale for both of these field are very different. So the quantity it's too little and we can't really see it. So what I can do now is to just change this chart type. To change the chart type, just right click inside the chart, then choose change chart type. Alright, so here we have got all the charts that we can choose from. So for now, because we have two fields which have very different scale, so I'll just choose combo chart. And over here, I'll select the secondary axis for sum of quantity, then click on OK. And now you can see there's this new line added in, which is the sum of quantity, and the scale is at the secondary axis. So this is the numbers for the quantity. So now I've got this nice pivot chart which has the revenue and the quantity for each region. And let's also create a pivot chart which shows the trend for this revenue. To create a second pivot chart, we have to create a second pivot table as well because both of them are connected. So to create a second pivot table, we can either go back to the data and then go to insert, then click on pivot table. But there's a faster way, which is to just copy this existing pivot table and then paste it. Because both of this pivot table are using the same data source, so I can just copy paste the pivot table. So this is the second pivot table. So let me just remove the region and remove the quantity as well. And this time I'll drag in the month date. So this is the trend for the revenue from January until June. Right. So let me just use another way to insert this pivot chart. So click inside the pivot table, go to Pivot Table Analyze tab and click on Pivot Chart. So it's actually the same pop-up that we have seen just now when we changed the previous chart to combo chart. So for now, I'll just choose line chart because it's a trend and click on OK. So this is the second pivot chart, which is showing the trend from January until June. But I don't really like this line chart because it's the overall of the revenue. So I wanted to see how each region performed from January until June. So what I can do is either to place the region at the filters area, or I can just drag this region to the legend. Right, so because I am clicking at the pivot chart, so you will see that the areas changes their name. So this is filters and this is legend and then axis and then value, which means that Legends is also the same as columns and axis is the same as rows. So if I click back into the pivot table, you'll see that it's filters, columns, rows, and values. So let me just click on the pivot chart. If I drag in the region to the legends area, you'll see that the pivot table changes as well. And when I click inside this pivot table, you'll see that this region is inside the columns area. All right, let me just move this pivot chart to the side. Now we can see that there are 4 lines and each line represents each region. So now I can see the trend for each region from January until June. Alright, so this is nice, but I can't really see like what's the number. So we can actually add in some data labels. So if I click on data labels, then there will be numbers at the lines. But this is too messy because there are 4 lines and there are 6 numbers for each line. And I can't really see how they're performing. So I'll just uncheck it and let's put a data table. This data table is something very useful if you have a lot of numbers in your chart, and just by looking at this chart we can see the trend and also the numbers for each of the line and also the month. So this is a very good way to show the numbers for your data in a pivot chart. Alright, so let's go back to the first chart. Since this first chart is showing the overall revenue for each of the region and also the overall quantity for each of the region, I think that it's not a very good chart because we can only compare the overall. So we can't really take a look at any deeper. So let's make it better by adding a slicer. And let me move this chart to the right side and then click inside the pivot chart, then go to pivot chart analyze. Then click on the insert slicer. So for now, I'll choose month date, then click on OK. And here I got a slicer to filter the month for this chart. For example, if I click on February, I can see the performance of each of the region during February. So for February, we can see that South region actually driven the highest revenue. And to clear the filter, let's click on Clear Filter. And here we can see the overall. And I can also move my pivot chart. So for example, if I want to move this pivot chart to a new sheet, I can right click, then click on Move Chart. And here I can choose Object In, which is like, right now it's an object in sheet 1. Or I can move to a new sheet, which is named as Chart 1, then click on OK. Then a new sheet will be created, which is named as chart 1 then, and the entire sheet will be showing the pivot chart. So this is useful if you want to show your pivot chart in a clean way, but just note that if you're moving your chart to a new worksheet, there will not be any slicer over here. But we're still able to filter data inside this pivot chart by clicking at this fill button. So for example, if right now I only want to take a look at the South region, so I'll just click on the South region, then click on OK, then this line will be only showing the South region across January until June. And to clear the filter, just click inside the fill button again, then click on Clear Filter From. Alright, then I'll just leave this pivot chart over here because it's together with this slicer so that the people looking at this chart is able to filter the month and look at the chart as well. So that's all for pivot chart and also this entire pivot table series. And now it's time for you to practice. So in this follow along practice file, I also included a challenge sheet. So you just right click at any worksheet, then click on Unhide. Then you'll see this challenge worksheet. Click on OK. In this pivot table challenge, you are given a sales data set and sales quantity has been increasing over time, but overall revenue is not growing as expected. And your task is to analyze the data and identify what may be causing this issue. And below tasks are the guidelines for you, so you can solve this challenge by following through this task Try to solve this challenge before watching the solution, which I will be uploading soon, and use what we've covered in this pivot table series. So you can always look back at these videos in this pivot table series to help you solve your pivot table challenge or in your work as well. And the goal here is not to create a perfect pivot table in your first try. The goal here is to practice asking better questions with your data and also to practice the skill in some real work. In the next video, I'll be showing you the walkthrough solution for this challenge, so make sure to try it first before watching. And if you find this tutorial useful, make sure to like, follow or subscribe me, and I'll see you in the next one. Before you leave, just want to let you know if you're interested to follow along in this pivot table series or to try the challenge, you can always visit mark-analytics.com and then go to learn. And over here, find this pivot tables tutorial series. And over here, you can download this practice file. And if you couldn't find this blog post, you can also use the search button to search for pivot tables. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.